The Dallas Cowboys are back to the drawing board after a 42-10 loss, but they could address some of their offensive issues with a trade. Carolina Panthers tight end Hayden Hurst is a talented player stuck on a non-competitive team, and tight end is probably the number one spot on the offense to address for Dallas. The lopsided loss to the San Francisco 49ers has clearly alerted the Cowboys that there is work to be done. But this offense is supposed to be built. The offensive line is, on paper, one of the most proven in the NFL, while Dallas runs out talents like running back Tony Pollard and wide receiver CeeDee Lamb. The weak link on the offense is at tight end, where Jake Ferguson is decently involved with 175 receiving yards and 1 touchdown in 5 games. The major problem is that he has 3 drops in 5 games, all the while second-round pick Luke Schoonmaker is failing to make an impact, as is Peyton Hendershot. Hurst is a proven 30-year-old tight end that knows how to block, make contested catches and find the end zone. He is at the beginning of a 3-year contract with the Panthers, but Carolina is 0-5 and looking like they are destined for one of the worst records in the NFL. Hurst plying trade with Panthers. A former number 25 overall pick with the Baltimore Ravens in the 2018 NFL Draft, Hurst has popped up on several NFL teams over his career. He spent only 2 years in Baltimore before they dealt him to the Atlanta Falcons in 2020, where he would go on to have the best season of his NFL career. According to Pro Football Reference, Hurst totaled 56 receptions for 571 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns in 2020. Hurst linked up well with former Falcons QB Matt Ryan. He did regress in his second season, but injury hindered his campaign and limited him to 221 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. After his rookie deal ran its course, Atlanta elected to let Hurst walk in favor of drafting Kyle Pitts in the 2022 NFL Draft. The Cincinnati Bengals then struck a deal with Hurst, leading the former South Carolina Gamecock to the AFC North. Hurst did well, catching 52 passes for 414 receiving yards and 2 scores while competing for targets with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. He was due for his first big payday, and he got it with Carolina paying him $21.5 million over 3 years per Spotrac. What Cowboys could deal for Hurst? Asking the Panthers about a trade would be an interesting situation because Hurst is fresh into his deal, but it's clear the Panthers are nowhere close to where they need to be as a roster and will need lots of draft capital in order to build around quarterback Bryce Young. If they think they'd be better off setting up more cap space while acquiring picks, the Cowboys should take advantage. His deal is such that the Panthers can't get a very high pick or set of picks for him, likely meaning a day 3 selection could get the job done. For Dallas, who is in win-now mode, having someone like Hurst at the tight end position can make a legitimate difference. Dallas can still platoon Jake Ferguson and have depth at the position with Schoonmaker and Hendershot, but Hurst can be a more reliable receiver and provide more experience at a fairly young area of the offense.